Alright, how do I play this game again? Alright, last we left off, we were getting Ashera's tank class. We just probably having 1 or 2 more cutscenes to do, and we should have it. Should be exciting, because it's been a hot minute since we've gotten...
Let's use this.
Yeah, until you get War Medic, the healers are useless. One of my major complaints about the early game is the healing AI, and the healer class design in general is really bad in the first 2 classes. They're like super hamstring compared to the rest of them.
I mean, well, I want to talk about before.
Kazdan, you ready
I'm
for
sorry.
some side
I went
quests?
too far.
Thank you for the 11 months, Kazdan. I almost went to mark it up for count up, and I was like, wait, no, it's not count up right now.
What are you laughing at? I'm being serious here.
Exactly.
No, sorry. It's just, you surprised me.
It's because their healing range is so bad. And also, War Medic, Thaumaturge, and some of the other healers, they heal when they deal damage, and that heal splashes around the enemy, so it hits everyone. The ones that are a radius around the healer themselves, the first 2 classes, even at rank 10, the radius is super small. So unless you're like stacked on top of them, it just misses. And then your whole party gets AoE down. So yeah, once you get War Medic and onward, it gets a lot better though.
And that stuff about wanting to die?
Even without flame clocks, people die at some point, be it sooner or later. So before that happens, I want to leave my mark on this world. Some kind of proof that we were here in the short time we've been given. For me, that is what I want to achieve by dying.
Sorry, I still don't get it. It seriously just sounds like you want to destroy yourself.
Dying to fight and fighting to die are different, though they might sound the same. If I can make my death mean something, then I can finally prove my life had value. Live fiercely, die spectacularly. That's how I want the battlefield of my life to be.
Come on, you can figure it out, Uni.
Looking from the outside, all people see is the suicidal maniac. And Colony 11 is the last refuge for people like us. Isn't that funny?
I don't see the joke. You really are insane.
Lilithern, thank you for the 11 months.
How many
Welcome
times have
back.
you said that today?
Suppose. But, you know.
At least now I get that you're not enough of an idiot to throw yourself off the top of here.
And your life really is yours to do with as you see fit. It's not my place to go off on you just because we don't see eye to eye. Besides, the way you fight, fearless and fierce and all that.
It's crazy to think that she's going to be the one to get the freaking
Honestly,
tank class,
it's kind of awesome.
which I don't approve of.
Yeah?
I need to go kill
Think
some.
so,
I don't want her to be the one with the tank class.
What? Revving up for another dig?
No. How do I put it? No one's ever talked that way to me before. I guess I'm happy, maybe?
No, I'm happy. You're a Shara.
You ain't embarrassed, are you? You? This is priceless.
Yeah? Couldn't you tell I was joking?
I really seriously hate you.
Aw, that hurts. And here I was taking a liking to you. I mean, from now on, we're all fellow rebels. So, you know. You and I should be friends, Uni.
Uni, you're going to be the one getting that class most likely, so you better learn to like her real quick. Because I'm going to need to get that off of you and onto somebody else. Yeah, figured as much.
Oh,
yeah, I saw it. I saw that they were doing it more so. I didn't actually look at it.
This sounds pretty serious.
Y'all got any more of them? Side quests. Actually, you know what? I could take a different route with it. I could put her here and make somebody else a healer to make sure I can actually grab it. Although that seems kind of like a waste. It's always better to make your characters pick up the skills. Let me just see what Long Exile does. Alright, arts. Demon Slayer. Demon Fang! Demon Fang! I must be a genius. Only 10 seconds. That's really good. Deals 200% of attack damage when you take damage. Okay. How long does that last? It's buff or debuff? It's a reaction, but I wonder how long it lasts. Either way, it should be good. Power multiplier. Boost damage dealt when enemies are attacking you. Yeah, okay, so that's normal. What do the other two do? Soaring Tempest is a launch. That's pretty good. And Jaws of Death, damage dealt by 30% aggro drawn when attacking by 25. Oh, that's really good. I feel like you could get away with just running Demon Slayer and then just counter-attacking like crazy. It depends on the enemy, though. The only problem is the attack multiplier on that is really low. Yeah, but I guess really they're all kind of low. With only 200% on any of them. And then Blossom Dance is the big one. Deals damage that ignores defense and boosts aggro generated. Ivy. Ivy. There, the door's open. What do you want now, Ivy? Well, what I'm saying is that I don't feel like I need the arts. The only problem with Jaws of Death is the cooldown.
Soaring Tempest!
Because this only has a 10-second cooldown. The rest of these aren't that great. 24 seconds, 26 seconds, 50 and 35. Bringing both Eye of the Storm and Jaws of Death are both kind of eh. I feel like you pick one or the other.
Eye of the Storm!
I feel like you run this. You get the launch. You get the counterattack buff here. And you go ham. You want something equally as fast to go with Demon Slayer, it feels like also. Definitely want Glow Ring on something because it is a target lock. Overfall is a nice choice. Giant Swing not too bad, but pretty high amount. Glitter Storm, as a tank, Glitter Stream isn't super great. High critical and evades enemy attacks. Yeah, that's fine. Aerial Slash. Actually, pairing it with something like Aerial Slash is probably better. Because you can do... Yeah. I like that. We'll go Aerial Slash on this. Soaring Tempest, about 26 seconds, so I can pair it with something... This is where Glow Ring should probably go. And Eye of the Storm. Eye of the Storm with Violent Fury is probably pretty good. Or Overfall. See, realistically, I should pair this with Overfall so I can keep Ether Defense down on. Jay, thanks for the 5 months. I'm glad you enjoy. Yeah, I gotta work on the melee versus next. And I have some other videos I want to get done this week. I have an Octopath sponsored video. And I also have, obviously, live letter stuff this week. Mondays just came out. There's a couple of things I want to do this week. A few easy videos, a few not so, well, I guess not so easy, but more discussion based. Actually, you know what? Give this Glow Ring and give Eye of the Storm Overfall. I should go just kill some mobs for a little bit, in all honesty, because I really don't care about having this class on her, but I need to unlock it on other people is the big thing. When you evade an attack. Yeah, what's this class's agility? 154? Boost aggro generated, damage dealt on higher levels. When attacking nearby ally, deal 100%. When nearby ally is attacked, oh Jesus. That kind of makes vigilance a lot better. Yeah, we're gonna give that a try. Gems, it wants aggro generated, probably wants double strike, and probably analyze weakness. Yeah, I think that's fine. Accessories. Seems like what's your agility on that? No, what's your agility? 88. Yeah, this seems like it's not quite the amount of agility that this class has. But it does have 12 bonus agility and 20% agility. So maybe I try the 20% agility. Yeah, it's got like a moderate evasion rate is the big thing. It just does a lot of damage back. Feels like it probably needs some form of physical defense. 30%. Oh yeah, what's the physical defense? That even has 35. Jesus, I actually have a lot of physical defense on that. It's not 51. This one's kind of weird. Its stats are like middling-ish, but I think that'll go up once I get the ranks on it. Block rate by 37. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like that's a factor. I also don't know how badly it needs aggro-related stuff. Oh, that's really good. That's actually better for you than it is on them. And then I can swap the other one over. Yeah, we'll give that a try for now. I just need to go kill some bad guys, though, because I really don't want Uni to have to even be the one dealing with that. In all honesty, I'd prefer Uni have no correlation to that at all. Maybe I should do this. Not that quest. There are level 60s up here. And they're pretty easy level 60s, so I might be able to get some class levels really quick. Don't mind me, just here for some EXP. Even this level 47 blue. Oh, actually, I don't know where the blues are up here. I know there's some guarding the camp that is probably still way too dangerous for me to deal with. I thought of a way I could maybe deal with it, where I fight the birds behind them, and then once I'm almost done with all 4 of the birds, I aggro them in the middle of the fight, and then I instantly use a chain attack to AoE them. What's going on, Dante? Yeah, because there's Ropples here that are pulled as part of a group. Question is how safely I can fight these birds. Also, where I'm fighting right now is so dangerous, given frequent complaints I have about this game. I missed. Forsaken, thank you for the 10 months. Glad you're enjoying it despite the complaints that I have. Oh, I still have a Shara on the team too. I didn't want that. Lots of tanks and not a whole lot of healers. If I die, it's because I have very, very little in the way of healing. At least they're all inside the field. Yeah, it's my fault. Feathers of Pain. Like, I have 4 tanks. I'm the only CPS. Which wasn't intended. Oh, that sounds like fun. I can't believe I managed to avoid it. Very recently, too. Mel got it. Oh, I'm dead. Basic aggro. Dead. Yeah, that's fine. I wanted to fix this anyway. It's also not pertinent that I do that fight.
Hey, point next to it. You're not looking too hot.
Sorry, everyone.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I meant to swap Ashera back out for Valdi. I hope you feel better soon.
I'm coming with you.
Valdi's been very reliable.
Over here! Keep your attacks focused. Come here! I got something for you! You're a lifesaver. Go!
Yeah, I figure I'll probably get to that point. I'll get to the point where I just need to finish the game. I don't even really care about side quests anymore. Really just because of all the classes that I'm spending the time on it now.
Hey, this one means business.
Just unlock the classes. God damn. I think this is still chapter 4.
Come here! I got something for you! Thanks! No love
Well, this is interesting. Oh, I wasn't behind. Alright, well now it's not anything. Oh my goodness, the rock. And goodbye.
with you around, Senna.
Yeah, I want to keep an eye on... Okay, that menu is a little busted. That's fine. Okay, my Switch is giving up, it would appear. I feel you there. Who's gonna be quickest to learn it? You're gonna learn it pretty quick, and he should learn it pretty quick.
Go with the goal.
Fight with focus.
Stay on your toes.
Keep your attacks focused. I got something for you. You're a lifesaver.
Don't mind me just doing some damage. Interesting time to sleep the opponent. Yeah, I gotta fix this though, because I don't think I have any breaks. That's no way I finished with that. Would have done a lot of damage, but no way I was finishing it.
And I was the
Oh yeah, so I gotta
MVP.
keep an eye on unis.
You're all
Is
thinking
there
it.
a unique over here? There is. I should be able to take this unique.
Over here.
It depends. I think I tried and it just hit super hard.
For you. Thanks.
Way harder than I was ready for. I was a few levels lower, but still. Oh, that's right. I also forgot to swap somebody else onto a damage control. That's the problem. Uni's like one of my most leveled damage dealers, so that's why I kind of want to put her in and Ashera. I want to, yeah, but even then I still need to swap. I need to like take Neo off, make her a healer. It's a really bad person for them to have given the class to, with no means of locking it on somebody else without using it. Because ideally, you kill like blue monsters for this. In which case, I do know a better spot, technically. One that actually has a decent number of blue monsters in particular. At least one that I can respawn frequently.
Keep your attack focused. I got something for you. You're a lifesaver.
I wish I could just use coins to unlock the class on somebody else. I can use it to level the class, but I can't use it to unlock the class. I don't remember what attack that thing used to finally kill me. I think it just charged at the whole team. That's all that happened.
That was
Yeah, there's a
spectacular.
rank up.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
Yeah, I think I might know a spot where I can frequently respawn a single blue. I think right here. I only know of one blue here. There's another spot that has like 4. And it's also it's an of level blue. It's like a couple levels under me. But a couple levels under isn't too bad. I do, however, need to change this class if I want to do it efficiently. I need him off Stalker. He needs to be on Yumpster.
Leave the enemies to me.
No, I'm trying to get a class unlocked for somebody else. Unfortunately, I just unlocked a tank class for one of my 2 primary DPS characters. Like, they're the only one with it other than the hero. Which, really sucks, because I don't want to use the hero, but I want to use the class, and I want to unlock the class, so I gotta go through unlocking it real quick. I'll just do that. However, for this particular case, it's probably better that I have a really weird comp, because I actually ran into the issue of killing this thing way too quick before. And I couldn't even get chain attacks off on
Here we
it.
go, guys.
Let's give it the usual, Noah.
This class also generates gauge a lot faster. Apparently that's its thing. It helps generate launch gauge a good bit quicker. And given the rate at which it is generating it, I can say that's probably pretty accurate. Holy shit, my chain attack. All my other classes do like 20 to 30,000 a hit, so it's like not a whole lot of places for me to go with it. There's the chain attack. Now I just need to not overdo it. Well, I need to not overdo it until it's really close. Okay. I'll use those first. I also have to try... With 3 tanks, I also should have a slightly easier time ending on a tank. Ending on a tank keeps the highest TP person you just used. It automatically reactivates them. So in this case, it should reactivate Tyon. I also just remember there's no point in chain linking these because you only get bonus EXP. You don't get bonus rank points. Although I guess I don't know exactly the calculation it uses for unlocking or a thing. No, we want to save. Yeah. Let's do this. It'll be easier. It is lower than so ever since Windows updated, my audio has been all sorts of weird. Like it re-enabled in fact I'll try to fix it after this. It like re-enabled like an auto adjust or something, and it's been obnoxious. So I have to keep messing with my audio every day. Even when I turn it off again, it like gets turned back on. It's been really, really annoying. Holy moly, he almost got 100 on his own. Yeah, I don't know why it's happening. It literally hasn't happened in so many years. Actually, that's kind of... Oh, no. I'll just end on... Oh, I can end on Tyon, actually. This is a problem. I got him too high up. Just don't generate 5 more. That's fine. Okay. Oh, my goodness. He can't go over 99. That's right. It doesn't matter. I was so focused on... I so rarely make use of the whole 99 thing that I always forget it's there. Oh yeah, it's actually a terrible class to end on. But it's fine, because I got this. Yeah, I just think I need to kill blues. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is just going to make me out-level it by 1 more level. I'm gonna see if I can fix my audio right after this. Let me start trying to do it now. Yeah, I noticed it when I was recording yesterday too. I was like, what the heck is going on with my audio? Recording. Oh, is it even using the right microphone? It is. Okay. What are the levels? Yeah, it keeps going back down to 41. Advanced. I have this shit turned off. I don't understand. Is there another thing I can do?
Huh? Hey, did you guys hear something?
Yeah, it should be better now. It just randomly goes back down to like a super low level. Should be considerably better now. Let me see if I can fix this. Oh, man, this just hasn't happened in so long. I fixed it so long ago. No, I don't care about Skype. My Switch sounds like it's gonna explode. No, it doesn't matter about Skype. I need my whole thing to not do it. Alright, I'm just gonna keep that open and I'll adjust it as I need to.
Right, what have we got around here?
It's funny that that result kicks back a Skype result before anything else. Yeah, I think it's better to just spam kill things for this.
Finally, it led
I don't
us.
want to do this, but you're in our way.
In which case, I should get off this class, by the way. And I should go back to the other spot. Alright, let's do that then. I keep pressing where the confirm button would be in other games. Which takes a few days away to remember where I'm used to the confirm button being in most of my games. Yeah, let me try this as well. I'm going to try one other thing. Let's see. Let me make sure it hasn't already auto-adjusted. No, it hasn't. Thank goodness for that.
Gotta keep nice and limber.
Nice and limber. There's one other thing I'm gonna check. Nope. Okay, just making sure the drivers were up to date on it. All right, I'll have to monitor it because I really don't know what keeps causing this. Because there's not like there is an auto adjust setting. It's normally a program causing it to auto adjust, and I don't think that's gonna be this one. Oh, you know what? I wonder if Discord is doing it. No, that doesn't make sense because I didn't use Discord from the last time that issues occurred.
Leave the enemies to me.
Every time I think of British dialogue, I think of the scene in Austin Powers where they literally just do like a slew of slang. And I know what most of those things mean nowadays too, so it's like I can translate. Yeah, or it's English. Could have had away with this sprecking Judy mail, China. Are you telling pork pies in a bag of tripe? Because if you are feeling quidly, why not just have a J. Arthur? What, Billy No Mates? Sriracha you. Don't you remember the Crimbo dinner we had with the Rottish Scotsman? Oh, the one that was all 6s and 7s. Yeah, see, she was the trouble and strife for the Morris dance. Who lived up me apples and pears. Yeah, she was the barrister, became a Bobby and a Lorry. It's like, everyone from America hears that and they're just like, that's not a language. They didn't say anything there. That's not a language. Those were words. I like how the entire time they're just basically talking about women that they've slept with. Or that, well, he was about to sleep with, and then women that he slept with. Yeah, because some of it's like Cockney slang, some of it's like traditional slang. The thing is, it's literally, I don't think you'd ever actually hear a British person concoct that sentence because it's about 4 different regional slangs all being combined into one. Yeah, there's Cockney, traditional, Brummie, some from the north, some from the south, old, new. Yeah, because Cockney's like the rhyming, like trouble and strife, which means wife. It's a lot of words to say. The thing is Cockney is really more like code because it doesn't shorten or nickname any of the words. But then again, I suppose there's also Billy No Mates, so. There's a lot of rhyming. Yeah, Cockney, you can, if you know that Cockney is rhyming, you can figure it out in the context of the sentence. Like trouble and strife meaning wife is because it rhymes. Apples and pears means stairs. Up me apples and pears means stairs. You know. But on its own, it's impossible to translate. Like if you don't know the reason behind the slang. I only know because I've gone out of my way to know. Because I was like, I want to know what this means. Bomb chalk. So many.
I'm the girl with the gun. You think you're all that, do ya?
Keep your attack focused. I got something for you. You're a lifesaver.
Keep firing on the damage.
One of my favorites is Wind Your Neck In. Because that one's, I feel like most people can get that one. Like that one's pretty reasonable to get. Yeah, to unlock classes, it's all about just killing mobs. Holy shit. Stalker sometimes just does stupid shit. I remember when I got Stalker, and it was like, oh, it's a low damage class. And I'm like, let me see about that. Alright, this time the enemy's not bleeding, so this will actually be less damage. Still a lot, however.
It means there were no holes in my strategy.
I mean, I was just plug and play with the PS5 controller on Steam. If you're playing on Steam, the only thing I do is go into big picture mode and enable the PlayStation 5 configuration appearance. But that should be just to get the appearance. It should be plug and play for PS5 for the most part. That's what I use. I don't know, dude. I've been just picking mobs from like half HP to 0 with this. I still think Incursor and Jaguar are better.
You around, Senna?
I'm the girl with the
But I literally, like, I almost never see a number that's lower than, like, 15 to 20,000 at this point.
Over here! Keep your attacks focused. Come here! I got something for you. Nothing more. You can try a little harder.
Not to do that in the other order. Safe.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
Yeah, staying power is quite nice for some classes. You have to finish it before reset for it to count the day before, yes. If you finish it after reset is done, it'll count for the next day.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something
So
a bit
right now it's
meatier.
7:44 and resets in 16 minutes. If you go into roulette and you don't finish it in under 16 minutes, it'll count for it'll count for today. Speaking of today, today's Octopath Day, and we found out that we're getting 88 rubies today on the 18th and on the 28th. It says every 8th, 18th, and 28th too, so there might just be rubies 3 times a month just built into Octopath. They even gave some memoirs. Yeah, it's probably not going to happen, correct. Playing Champions of the Continent makes me want to play Octopath again, but no time. No time at the moment. No time for quite some time.
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP.
Hey, this one
You're
means
all
business.
thinking it. Come here. I got something for you. You're a lifesaver.
You know, this setup might actually be ideal for this boss, because this boss rips people to shreds. I'd rather have Incursor than Stalker, but for aggro management, it might actually be better. Because Incursor and Full Metal Jaguar, I pull aggro so quick. I don't hate anything more than Ropples. Ropples are the worst enemy for me by a mile.
And I was the MVP.
And I need to kill a shit ton of them coming up, so I'm very annoyed. Alright, I missed the bleed. I really have to apply that bleed before most of my damage can happen. Oh my god, I can't land my bleed. I mean, I know he's, you know, pretty high level, but... Jesus, there we go. Oh, very, very hard to hit. I'm gonna have to stack with the team for a bit of healing. Yeah, unfortunately, I also made the mistake of not bringing a break. I've been doing that a lot because I just go into leveling classes and then I run into elites and I'm just like, ah, yes, I will kill them. And then I'm like, fuck, I don't have a break. Excuse me? I disagree with who you've decided to target immensely. Heavily disagree. Oh yeah, now you want to target lock him. Yeah, it's because this is the class I'm leveling as a tank, and unfortunately it's on somebody. Well, you know, at least I've got this. Let's be honest, all you need to do is just survive until you can chain attack enough. That's all you need to do in any given fight. Ooh, I actually landed the physical defense down. I have such a hard time doing that most of the time. That lets me end on lands. But yeah, I wish I had Incursor here right now. He uses thinking muscles for this one. That one got resisted. Oh, the physical defense is already gone. Well, I landed the accuracy down this time. Yeah, Incursor just it literally does like 500,000. It does so much damage. Stalker's gonna do a shit ton here too, but if I get them next, I should say. No, it's not. It's correct. You have observed correctly. There you go. That's what I wanted. Yeah, it's chapter 4. Oh, it wore off. This is a lot less than the last time I did it. What the heck? Last time I did that, it did like 200,000 in the same spot. Smashes, I mean, at the end of a launch, it's worth it. Hold on, we're just gonna stay behind until... Wish I had accuracy at night at this point. Yeah, and in a chain attack, you can... What? Bro! Just turned around in the middle. Oh, great. Valdi, I hope you can run over here. It's because they all transformed. One of them's in 3, so that's fine. That's going to be a lot of damage. I'm trying to save a 3 myself. Yeah, Smash on the AI is the problem. It's not too bad if it's their fusioned art. Like, it's lower odds of being a problem, I should say. Oh my god, I cannot land this. Jesus Christ. There we go. Make sure you guys get Tyon up. There you go. I think I might use this next one on my interlink. My next chain attack, that is. Alright, that's fine. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I've done a few smashes and gotten some bonus items. I've definitely noticed it. Ooh, don't overgenerate. Okay, we're good. Effective. It's not even just the last week. It's only until the 13th. It's 5 days. And not as much as I would have liked to have done, but it did give me... If I don't miss these hits, he's probably going to turn and murder me. Yup. Almost certainly going to turn and murder me. It was nice knowing you, game. I fully expected that, and I fully deserved it. Because he's under 30% now, so he gets obliterated. This probably won't end in a chain attack, though. Valdi's nuts, no. Don't kill Valdi's nuts. Good morning, Dominic. Oh, I wasn't a side attack. It actually briefly turned. Yeah, it's fine. I don't really care about the EXP for me. Because you can just challenge these things over and over again anyway. So getting it every time is not that. What the? Team? Thank you.
Moving on up. Is this like a rare thing?
Ultra pure gemstone. Ether defense, accuracy for each time an enemy evades. Man, I could have used that there. Boost the effect of arts with each different art used within a set. See, that's kind of tempting. Because I could chain like 6 attacks together within a set time. I guess I could also just do 3 together. Yeah, my Optic screen is quite good. Speaking of that...
Flashback.
Fixing my issue.
Here we go, guys.
Now back to getting people points so Uni can get off that job. Yeah, that's why I'm not a big fan of hard mode. I don't mind if there's like something new gameplay wise to keep me going, but the way you play the game doesn't change that much other than needing to take control of healers more. I mean, it's the same tactics. The AI being shit just matters more on hard mode. Like, you literally have no choice but to step in for their bad decisions, because you can't afford their bad decisions. I prefer a normal chain attack, because you can get the Ouroboros art at the end, which if you get that, then, you know, it's only one Ouroboros art. However, if you have a lot of healers, the tier 3 one works really well, depending on how attack buffed your healers are, because your healers will stop the chain from ending. So you can spam them all. It works quite well. Like, a great example there was Tyon for me. Tyon had physical defense down, and he was just part of every single thing, regardless of what I did. So he was good in both of them pretty evenly. Temperature mechanics? I mean, you just gotta talk to yourself about it out loud. That's what I always do. I'm trying to get a Sheriff's class unlocked for Uni. Well, I'm trying to... No, I have it unlocked for Uni. I'm trying to get it unlocked for my actual tank characters.
That was over way too soon.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
Lance wants something a bit meatier.
Keep your attacks focused. Go here. I got something for you. You're a lifesaver. Go. Flying arrow. Ever the power in the air. Stay in. Power. Ever the power in the air. Couple. Stay. Strike the arrow. Slowly roll. Correct.
Good job. No, I only think there's characters better suited at unlocking classes. Yeah, I mean, you can try to give healing to, like, a low charge. Like, you could try to add, like, a low charge healing skill to, like, a fusion attack on a non-healer, but it's pretty useless. Oh, it's actually moving along. Tyon is learn. Why Tyon? I don't want Tyon to learn it. Once Mio learns it, I'm gonna swap it off Uni. I'll boost any remaining points that I need to.
Fight with focus.
Stay on your toes. You're
You're a lifesaver.
Luckily, these are actually some of the best enemies for doing class unlocks, because you can fight them like way higher level than you and they die super quick. There is, but unfortunately by the time you get it, it's not the greatest. Good day, Nick.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
Yeah, it's why a lot of this game has me going up against much higher. Like, anytime I want to level a class, I have to go out of my way to do it. Well, let me rephrase. I can use coins. I actually have no issue using the coins to do it because I don't really like the other uses for the coins, and the coins are plentiful anyway if you do want to farm them. And as you're just playing through the game, you naturally get a lot of coins anyway. As far as I'm concerned, it's too late. I'm too far along to decide to not use it anymore, and I've been that way. Well, the problem is I wanted to, every time I found a new high-level area, I wanted to participate in it. Was the specific thing that ended up happening. So it's like, oh, if I boost a few levels, I can go to this level 40 area, and then I can go to the level 50 area. So all that's happened to me is if I want to unlock a class, I have to backtrack to those areas, which I don't really care to do. I have nothing against doing that, more so. No. Make smart decisions. Yeah, that's the thing I didn't like about Xenoblade 2 Super Bosses either. They just crank like a specific stat to make it annoying. It's never as much a challenge as it is overcoming some like really absurd numerical statistic that it has. This big not fan of that. Yeah, I also haven't, you can see the class names and descriptions without unlocking them, but I haven't. I've just left them as a surprise, so when I find someone with a new class, it's a little bit more fun, you know? It's like, oh, what's this? Not, oh, that's this on the gauge, you know? Just my own approach to playing. What's going on, Vivi? Oh, it died. Holy shit. That's not what anyone said, Dominic.
I'm the girl with the gall.
They said they weren't going to answer because it would be spoilers, and we have a no spoiler rule.
Fight with focus.
That's all anyone said. So both answers were to the question. Yeah, I haven't watched that yet. I probably won't, to be fair, because as someone who's been making those for years, at most I'll probably be like, fucking finally. You know? Okay, here's what I actually want to do. I want to aggro these guys. Here's what... Okay, so here's the plan I wanted to execute before. I just need to do it properly. There's one more enemy up there. I want to get all of these enemies, and I want to build up my chain attack gauge. And then I want to fight these Ropples with the full chain attack. Yeah, I went dexterity bonus early. When I know I'm fighting, when I plan on fighting something that has insane evasion, I tend to do it. Oh, I didn't mean to aggro them. I aggro them a little early. That's just because my team is fucking stupid. And they just walked over there. Alright, I have to get to my chain attack quick. And I have to unleash it on the big guy. Target that one. Okay.
We'll finish it here.
Hit them where they least expect.
I don't think this is gonna work. I did that a little early, so there's a lot wrong with this right now.
I get first dibs.
Just Ropples are just so annoyingly dangerous. I also didn't mean to use her first turn. That's gonna make this next part not as good for me. It needs 29%. Yes, I'll use you.
One more for good luck. Observe my strategy. Alright, coming right up.
I wish I was fighting more machine types. Yeah, I hated the chain. I hated that about XE2's chains.
I'm with you.
Yeah, this is not going to work. I also would have liked to have had both Incursor and Stalker in this. The bigger problem is I don't think I'm going to kill anything else with this either, because I don't have very many AoEs like I would if I had like Full Metal Jaguar.
Leave it to uni. I just thought of a great idea.
Yeah, we'll do this. If I get the Ouroboros, maybe. Alright, that's good.
Any last words? How about
Yeah, the strategy would have worked better if I had both Incursor and Stalker. It doesn't work super great with this setup. Maybe I can land a kill with this.
More where that came from. This isn't the end. You're finished.
Oh, if I got an Ouroboros order, that would have been fine.
Glorious win.
Alright, that'll get rid of the blue. Alright, that's big. I think that makes this doable. Yeah, because I also got rid of the bird there. Alright, yeah, we're good. Senna, you guys alright over there? What, you mean you don't like the 360 no-scope animation? Come on, they worked really hard on that one.
You can all count on me.
Let's use this.
Okay, so my plan did work. It just would have worked better with a different setup.
Together now.
The idea of... Yeah, so that's probably how I would recommend most people do this one under-leveled. Start with the birds because they're doable, and then when you're on the last bird, aggro the ropples with a chain attack, and then just kill the big one. $30, huh? That's a lot. I was talking about Juniper's sick 360 no scope. That sick nasty.
Hey, do we want to rest?
So close. Not that close, but still.
Smart.
Come on.
Is this like a rare thing?
Anything to help our cause. Anything to help our cause.
How confident are you saying that when you look at what the AF gear looks like, your explosion? Bluestone, woohoo!
Good to add more names.
Good thing we
Some of them look okay. Alright, back to killing enemies to try and get this class unlocked on other people.
Over here. Come here. I got something for you. Thanks. Enemy's broken away from me.
And say goodbye. Oh, or not, because I didn't crit.
Figured out. That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP.
True, you could just use them on and then no one will be laughing. The marvels of circus were but playthings.
Here we go, guys.
I'll follow your lead.
Oh, I did it too early. It's fine. Just waiting to see it say that Mio's unlocked the tank class, please. I need to see this so bad. Class acquired. Well, she acquired 2 classes there, but I don't think either of them were the class that I was waiting for. No, they weren't. Okay, more specifically, waiting for it to say the class that I'm expecting it to say.
Is that? Here we go, guys.
Let's give him the usual, Noah. Hyper!
And cool down.
No, no, no. Come here. I got something for you. Good going, Uni. Stay in. Power. Moonbot. Enemy's broken away from me. I'll keep up the attack.
Smooth as always, Noah.
Perfect time.
Sooner or later. And I'm assuming I'll have another class to unlock soonish as well, with where I am in the story.
I'd say we were moving in sync. Right, Tile?
I didn't actually go up here. It's probably just a chest.
Looks like they're coming
I keep forgetting this thing is here. Just hides in the ground. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, they're definitely up there for the worst. I like how you can see the tiny projectile that comes out from that second attack. Oh, good, Bunnets. This actually looks like a pretty good place to grind, especially because it has a blue. Goodbye. Oh!
Moving in sync. Right, Tile? Fight with focus. Got it.
It's always good when the crit comes in. Oh, that one sucked. Like a third the damage the last one did.
Was the MVP. You were all thinking it. Keep your attacks focused. Come here. I got something for you.
Yeah, that should be good.
I see you.
Oh, he actually turned to face me during that. That's unfortunate. That's toxic. Hey, stop looking at me. I said stop looking at me. And bop. 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 Well, it's because he had turned, the tanks were 90 degrees from each other in that case. Turned to do a back attack on the other one. Come on. You can do it. Just land a couple more attacks. One more.
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP.
He was not the MVP. I hate to tell you, Lance, you were most assuredly not the MVP. Oh shit, turned again. Does the tank move? No bleed means no 1, 2, 3 kill. Was the MVP. He said it again. Did you know he was the MVP? Did you know? He's still saying it. Okay, well, I've never had that happen. I mean, I know what you're referring to. But if I don't see this game slow down and specifically say launch, which it very rarely does, something meet ya. He's looking for something meet ya. I'm the girl with the gal. The goal. The goal to what? Like soccer? Or... Probably the best example of the British accent. I didn't say cool, I said cool. Like, it's cool outside. Hold on, I gotta cool my friend. They should just... That's why they have slang. That's why they have all the slang we mentioned earlier. Because some words just don't work. Like, shit, we made some words that we really didn't consider all the way through. Maybe we should... Maybe we should come up with some slang. Yeah, but that's them saying two different words and being upset that you don't understand the two different words. Whereas our words, we design them to sound exactly the same and we spell them quite differently, so it's about context. Whereas call and cool are two different words that come out the same when you say them with an English accent. You know? My favorite example of that is, you know, the parody video with the Australian deck cleaning product? That's the best one.
I'd say we were moving in sync. Right,
Here to clean your dick. I've got the proper product to clean your dick. That video is so funny. You've never had a shinier dick. It'll protect your dick from moisture. God, I forgot. I know it was Todd who showed me that video, but I can't remember the channel for it. Stop moving. Makes life easier for seamen. Yeah, that's about right, Swedish. Guess I'll stop what I'm doing and find it then. There you go. It's like, well, I need to stop and find this immediately. Alright, I'm almost done. Mio almost has the class unlocked. Then I can fix my party up so it's not a 1 damage threat. Don't mind me, just casual 40,000 damage. Would you look at that? I broke the AI again. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, I agree. Don't trust English. It's really where all the problems are. Oh, I didn't make it in time for the topple. I wanted to topple the Ropple. Yeah, Lone Exile is getting transferred. I think, did it not unlock just there? I think it needs one more. No, that was it. Okay.
I'll keep us safe from harm. Eye of the storm.
Eye of the Storm. Eye of the Storm. She actually doesn't have that good of skills for it. Maybe if I spam level some other stuff on her. Yeah, because she's been kind of hamstringed. I have to keep bringing her back to stuff. Either way, I want her on it, because she at least plays a tank character most of the time.
No love lost.
No love lost. What's the cooldown on that? Okay. That's fine. And eventually I want her off of this. Once I unlock it on one more person. But at least I can make this quicker. Yeah, except that most of the time I hate using those characters. Ugh. Outside of Valdi. Swedish, thanks for the 5 months. Welcome back. Valley's the only one I can trust. Or I can trust consistently. I'll leave this for now. It's not that important. Outdoors. Different art used within a set time. That's pretty nice, the moon necklace. That's really good. Arts which are canceled into cannot be blocked or evaded. I know exactly what I'm doing with that. No, she shows up on the menu, but she is out of commission, for a better word, for lack of a better word.
I'll hit him, and then I'm gonna hit him again.
She's gonna hit him again. Better watch out. Yeah, she now has Soaring Tempest also. She's a launch and a daze.
Soaring Tempest!
Yeah, and I was gonna say, she should definitely have the launch because of Supreme Sword. "400% power multiplier on that is no joke." The chance to ignore defense is also no joke. Okay, there was something I've been meaning to check, actually. So that's Thaumaturge. And fighting prowess is Ogre. Okay. What's going on, Primal? I'm in chapter 4. All right. Sometimes that's just what you gotta do. Because it's monolith soft and apparently people think they can do no wrong. I kind of want to go with the Beast Mask just to boost Sidewinder. But if you're going to do that, you might as well just run Diamond. Because it just boosts damage for every enemy in the battle. You're guaranteed one enemy in the battle. So why would I only do more damage from the flank or the rear? You know? There's so many bonuses that are less than it. That are a specific bonus for a specific, like, condition. And then you just have that. Which is just more. You know what I mean? What's going on, Manivero? How far is Lands from learning this? Oh, it's not too far. And you just learned that. I actually still need him to learn Thaumaturge. Looks like he's pretty close. So I can, I'm going to swap in
At your service.
him. That was the wrong person, by the way. That was not the Thaumaturge. Don't know why I did that. That was the... You're the Thaumaturge.
Ever your ally.
I like how when you class unlock them, they just go, oh, right, I forgot I was wearing these things.
Fight with focus.
Right.
Eyes over here.
You're a lifesaver.
Cool, keep them intact. Eyes over here. Cheers. Cool, keep them intact.
Yeah, in these really short fights, Stalker is going to be better. In a long fight, though, man, in Cursors, such a time. See, look how much damage Stalker does. And the AI is kind of okay with Stalker also. Is there a good reason why it just decided I needed to die despite only doing 2 auto attacks? Main story is the main side quest. What I'm doing now are the side main quests.
Please work with me a little.
You are.
Okay, that's all Tyon needed.
Where better to monitor the battle than on healing duty?
Then on healing duty.
I'm coming with you.
Welcome back to the team, Valdez Nuts. Okay. Which one of you That's the one. He needs war. I really need War Medic if they're going to continue to be healers. That's healing license that he just doesn't have. When art hits, multi-blast, yeah, so I run that. That way it's single healing, double healing. I think I moved multi-blast around previously also. Yeah, they get leaping current for this as well. Armor Veil is nice. Bind is really nice. So it's tough to decide because Armor Veil is so good, but Bind is also just it's got such a long recharge, but it's so clutch. Alright, I think I'm gonna do this. As much as I want the bind, I'd rather bind be something that I master and use than be something that I use primarily. Also, one other thing. Refreshing Rain. I guess the fact that it's AoE. This is a frontward AoE. Just go back to using Infinity Blade. Every time I'm always thinking to myself, like, yeah, just use some... No, just use Infinity Blade. Fuck it. Yeah, but that's not the concern. Controlling your tanks for a few turns and then swapping off of them is not enough. The way that the way that you deal damage, the amount you deal, you're guaranteed to take from them at some point. Especially if they die for any reason, which there's a lot of reasons why they might die. Yeah, as long as your healers don't die, you can just power through. I've beaten so many bosses just by sheer willpower. Alright, let me go back to my quests. I wanted to go back and see the Teach's quest. Since it's 57. Go to this one. At the Shun. Now I gotta go talk. This annoys the shit out of me. This particular design for this quest. It asks you to go to the board and look for a request and then go talk about the request at the camp before you finally go do the quest.
It's all making sense.
It's like, why?
Starving. Got anything I can
No. I have so many freaking quests. Trusting Teach.
About
Oh
that.
no, this is a different one. You all know the story by now. I lost my way, but Commander Teach personally welcomed me. Well, Teach did, huh? Commander Isard must have done it. Tragedy hadn't struck the way it did. I never would have met Mio and Senna. Nor you guys. Saying that everything happened for a reason. I don't know if I'd go that far. But certainly the outlook would make it easier to stay optimistic as we go on.
Right then, strategy meeting.
I don't mind these, but the fact that the quest, you get a quest that tells you to go to a board. You go to the board, and it gives you the little sub-quest that you need to do. But it doesn't actually give you the quest. It gives you the discussion option to then go back to this, to then get the quest, to then go do the quest. It's only this quest that's like this in particular. This one in just, I don't know why. They just do it. Lands hasn't been requested. Good grief. You don't need to rush. I'm sure someone will ask you eventually. Thanks, Mio. Don't lose hope, Lands. Well, if you need my help, no, I'll be around. Just loafing about like a tool. So, yeah, just let me know. Sure, I'll do that. Suppose I have to find Shun now.
All charged up and ready to go.
Should have said yes when it asked me if I wanted to follow it. So this one's 30. So after I do this one, there'll probably be another one.
Something smells tasty.
Oh, no, it's no bother. And who might you be? No business with you, but there's nothing wrong with me being here, right? Nice lips. I won't get in your way. All right, then. I suppose I don't mind. It's okay if you don't mind Zuno. Okay. Because he doesn't quite trust me yet. Seemed like someone Shun would be partners with, but not my business, probably. Let's jump right into it, then. Wait. Yes? Sorry for interrupting. No, it's okay. What were you going to say? You're a Kavesi officer, aren't you? That's right. And you're an officer too, so I've heard. I don't really know how to send someone off properly. Play my flute, but I get the feeling that's not all I should be doing. What am I on about? No, I wasn't judging you. I can kind of understand how you feel. I know. Why don't we step outside the colony for a little while? Let's go find some dead people. Cooley Pool? I need to ask permission to leave the colony. Do you want to come too? Sorry, I've forgotten your name. Zuno. Sure, I'll come, but please don't pretend like I'm not even there. We'll start the lesson here.
Huh. Would you believe it?
Yes, I would. Oh, God. This is a terrible location to teleport to. In fact, I'm not going to. I'm going to teleport to this one. That's the one that's in the middle of all the ground ropples with the boss that's along the ledge. I'll opt out of that. Because even when you vastly outlevel them, I think ground ropples still aggro for whatever fucking reason because they're stupid. Because they're so heckin' dumb. That's why. Yeah, I mean, you gotta walk in front of them, but still. It's still annoying because they're coming up to their death. Now that Colony Gamma has been liberated from its flame clock, you no longer need to fight for its sake. I think the work as Officers do will remain unchanged, no matter what. Yeah, ambush enemies are silly. Even if you just just drastically outlevel them, they're like, hey, ready to push my shit in? Told you we were gonna go find some bodies. Let's send them off together. What were these people thinking when they realized they were dying? I wonder if they wanted to carry on living. If they relieved, that meant they didn't have to fight anymore. Might be neither of those things. Could be something completely different. I have no idea what to do. I want to empathize with them, but it feels like my melody just rings hollow. The more people I send off, the emptier I feel. If it's how you feel, then it's how you feel. No one can argue with that. Shun. It's alright. We'll take it slow. If you feel anything else at any point, just let me know, okay?
Huh? Is that?
Ow!
Looks like they're coming over here.
Really? Fuck you.
Come here. I got something for you.
Cheers, you're dead.
Enemies broken away from me. Come here. I got something for you. Perfect time. And come here. I got something for you.
Well, I dare you. Use an art.
Enemies broken away from me. Knock it off. Come here. I got something for you.
Every time I see a skill going off, I just need to crank that crit. Listen, you're all level 30. What are you doing? Don't attack me.
Hey, Tion.
It means there were no
You
holes in my
fools.
trust.
May you sleep peacefully.
Idiots. I'm glad there's so many dead bodies around. So many dead bodies around, as an example. Was Miklan the previous officer? Oh, that's right, he was her pair. Miklan was my partner. Went to fight in Alfredo Valley, though, and since then he... I see. It's off to be an officer on my own from now on. Just the thought of that makes my mind go blank. I don't get what the point of any of it is. Never gave officering a proper thought to begin with. Just left it all to Miklan to take care of. I don't know if this will alleviate your worries or not, but... how about rather than thinking about how you should send them off, try to think about how you want to do it. If I want to do it? That's a big frown. Well, you're thinking too hard. Kuji, thank you for the 10 months. Welcome back. We had plenty of subs and resubs this week during Count Up. And Count Up will be back again next weekend as well. So, fair reminder.
Would you believe it?
Final Fantasy 3 3D. I have control over all my characters thanks to Kremlin, who sabotaged me for a dungeon and then unsabotaged me after the dungeon. So now I just need to beat Garuda before anyone sabotages me again. That'll be on Saturday. I almost want to do it on Friday, but with the live letter, I'll probably be too busy with other stuff. I gotta be asleep super early on Thursday. I gotta order out. Might do pho. That pho I had last week, oof, hit the spot. I might do that again for Thursday. Looks so beautiful. I want to help these beautiful lights. I want to lead their dance to this. Oh, well, the sky is kind of fucked up right now. Maybe you shouldn't lead them up there. I heckin' love pho. I'm in a real pho mood. I got HelloFresh Tuesday and Wednesday, though, and then Friday I'll probably cook HelloFresh after all my streams and everything are done. Ugh. melody you play with your partner was inside you all along. All that was left was to trust in yourself. I'm certain that's the key to unlocking your own unique way of off-searing. Thank you. I'll always treasure what you've said to me today. I must offer my apologies. What? I wanted to be there so I can make sure if anything happened to Shun that you couldn't get away with it. But I see. So that's why you came. You're a good friend, Zuno. Not really. Just thought if Shun got sad, Micklin wouldn't have wanted that is all. Thank you, Zuno. That wrist guard that he has looks so uncomfortable.
Huh. Would you believe it?
It has like no pliability. And this upsets me. I'm gonna assume the next one is for lands. This quest says that it finishes at 57, so I gotta be pretty close to done. There's no teaching requests here. Must have to do with the NPCs that I've... Or the reputation. There's probably not enough people who trust without a high enough reputation. Which I can fix. If I do the right one of these. This is Colony Gamma. What's going on, Tuck? What's going on, BM?
Feels nice filling all that in.
Whoa. How come his affinity is so low? Oh, I've done his before. That's why.
Feels nice filling all that in.
That was not worth nearly as much as I thought it was. Type exclamation mark. Hello, Fresh. I still haven't even started Master of All. I kind of want to... So I'm doing a sponsored stream for Champions on the 10th. And I'm on Chapter 3 of Fame. I might try to finish Chapter 3 of Fame off stream. And then do Master of All on the 10th. No. Yeah, patches 10 or 11 days after the live letter, always. Without fail, I think we've only had it once where it's been 17 days after a live letter. Yeah, it depends on if they do it on Friday or Saturday. Hello, Foots. You doing all right over there, Mio? Yeah, I've still got so much to get through. How important that is to me to get done with quick is going to largely depend on whose banner we get on the 10th. I wonder if they'll tell us today, because they have a live stream today for Octopath Day. There is a noodle house called fucking Noodle House or something. I know I've seen one. That idea has been taken. Rightly so. Alright, let me go to this region. I love how this whole, like, right before you do this quest for Colony 11, you literally say how you should avoid Colony 11 and go in through the other path. And then you immediately do a quest that involves going right through Colony 11. Like, yeah, I mean, we're just recommending it.
Together now. Come to uni.
Yeah, it's too easy of a joke. Idea was done before it was even done.
I'm starved. Let's grab something.
Together now. It'd be rude not to.
Alright, looks like I gotta go around here.
Come to uni.
Well, it's more so you wouldn't want to dox yourself, Batosa, and say that it's local, you know. It's a more important thing. The more important factor. Hydrate, you got it. I got my advanced GG hydration formula for the morning. Doing the lemonade again today. Lemonade flavor.
Always nice to see a new face.
It's so refreshing. These hydration formula things have been quite nice for me. Let me in, Colony 11. Well, I mean, I guess it pushes me like 20 feet that way. Might as well do it. Send off this little guy over here.
I'd better send them off.
Doing all right back there, Tyon? There you go. You managed it. Yeah, I'm hoping to pick up a few... it didn't disappear off my minimap right away. I'm hoping to pick up a few silver coins on the way through this next lower level section.
This will lead us round to the back of the castle.
And with that... Seems like a really big security oversight, by the way. And with the silver coins, get the job levels I need, despite the fact I really won't get much in the way of EXP here. They're like a collectible. They give affinity for the different colonies.
Nice landing.
Yeah, that's the feeling I'm getting this entire... I mean, to be fair, they kind of deserve it. I literally killed 2 of their top consoles who morbed together like 20 feet from the castle, and then they took a nap and camped for the night in that exact same spot, and nobody fucking did anything. Are you kidding me with this fucking fight location? There's one thing Xenoblade 2 did that I hated. It was putting fights in locations like that. When the AI is not intelligent enough to do it. They morbed and then they fusion morbed. They super morbed.
Up to you.
Touchdown. Oof, this looks serious.
I mean, I'm going to lose, like, all positional advantages here with this thing's attack range, most likely. Yeah, I mean, I knew that was going to happen. I was trying to see if maybe I could pull it back farther, but it's so big with this huge attack range. Like, it's just going to screw, like, all that's going to happen is I've got, like, 8 levels over it. It's not going to be that bad of a fight, most likely, if I just stay in the center, but all my positionals aren't going to work. Other than, like, breaking. Actually, I think these things are immune to breaking. If not, they're highly resistant. Yeah, I was just trying to see if I could squeeze out a frame, maybe to just get behind it, and it was there. Although with XC2, there were a lot more bosses that were in annoying locations. They used water, they used islands, like sky islands. They used a lot of this stuff in XC2 to make fights more annoying. There's that one fighter that's on like a long walkway in the desert area. Not in the desert area, in the like cliffside area in XC2. He's got like 8 billion evasion, and all of his attacks knock you into the air and knock you back. And you're on this like walkway, this catwalk that's barely even able to fit a couple of your characters. Yeah, in this game it hasn't been as much a problem because you can fight in the water, but this is still annoying. This doesn't make for a well-designed encounter. It just makes for something that doesn't let you play the game.
Looks like they're coming over here.
Oh my god, the fucking ground ropples again.
Time for a
I'm out.
climb.
Either way, see if I can make it work.
Ready or not?
I mean, there are things that are better, but there's things that they shouldn't be excused for not working on at all. I feel like way too many people have like no issue with things that are like clearly fucked up or done poorly or lazy. Oh, no, there's the break. I could like fix their UI right now practically too. Yeah, that's another thing. Just because it was worse doesn't mean that it's good now. It was worse before doesn't mean that it's good now. It's another one. Like, look at this. Why does this thing have this kind of attack range so that I can't in any way, like, do anything here? I'm gonna have to walk over here and do this. Oh my god. Oh, it's because they all transformed? I would personally get rid of interlinking. See, that's a big thing with Monolith Soft. They like to just add systems to their games, and they don't really think about how they interact with the rest of their game. They just do it. Right? The Game Freak special, yeah. Give them another couple games and they'll be in the Game Freak category for like the weird like weird anti-consumer / bad ideas that they just refuse to fix. Because they spend a lot of time like working on the world and the characters, but the actual game they're like, yeah, fuck it. Here's what we're gonna do, and let's just not think about it anymore. Oh, hold on. I actually need to stay here. Because I need the healing. Should be some healing coming in a second here. Alright. Excuse me, could you just fall to your death, please? I can do it. I'd like it if you could, even though you're a flying enemy.
I see you.
Fall to your death, it's fine. This is getting even harder and harder because I can't even like get to its side now. See? Now it's like there's absolutely nothing I can do. Now it's just spam attacks, in all honesty. I'm not going to use my thing here. I'm just doing this to the aggro. Oh god, blowdown. I really want to try to hold on to this chain attack until closer to the kill. I have all of the crit damage that I need at this point. Like how Mio avoided that and everybody else got hit by it. But if I pull aggro again, I need to save myself. I might have to just forego it. I keep hearing I'll heal you, and I can't help but know it's not in that list because he's a little too far back. Ow. Case and point. I have to be a little afraid of who actually links up. If I see Mio link up, I probably have to just immediately... take the transform. I could just take it now. Oh, I'm gonna do this just to be safe, and then I'll undo it. All right, just immediately go into this. Oh, actually, I didn't want to do that. That's right, I swapped. She should have been one of the last ones I did. I mean, I guess I win either way. It doesn't matter much. Get lands off the table. Yeah, she should have been one of the last ones I tried to do. I'm too used to... I got too used to doing Noah for a little while. Because she needs all the damage multiplier. God, that's with, like, no damage multipliers, too. I don't remember what it is now. I've never played on hard mode, Neku. There was never a moment I was playing on hard mode. I had no interest in hard. With how bad the AI is, there was no way I was ever playing hard mode. Complete waste of my time. That was so weird. I have no tank. That's actually really bad. Oh, wait, no, it's not, because this will be the last one anyway. Good thing I didn't do it the other way.
I'm with you. How about this? Let's bring it home.
I'm not gonna give you my dice. Where the fuck would I give you my dice? Fuck.
We were fantastic just then.
What did you think would happen?
Hellfire amulet.
Found something shiny.
Damage from Blaze. It's actually pretty nice because that can make it do like a few thousand a tick actually if it's by 300%. Silver braided belt is going to you. Although ironically, I should give it to somebody else and just let them apply bleed. Would be, I think, more ideal, but like my incursor having plus damage during bleed, but the bleed being applied by them.
Ready or not?
But my Stalker is doing crazy damage, so. Pretty pleased with Stalker thus far. Although Full Metal Jaguar is probably better. Yeah, we do have Hidden Thorn. We have Hidden Thorn and we have the Stalker bleed. I think you have Hidden Thorn? No, not you. Who has Hidden Thorn? I gave it to somebody. Oh, I gave it to my Incursor. My Incursor also has it. There you go. Yeah, so I could give the bleed to my Incursor, the bleed accessory, if I wanted to.
Something so valuable here.
Since I have 2 sources of bleed. Holy shit. Relax! Why, hello, Secret Boss Arena.
Is that rare? I want to see. What kind of place is this? Touchdown.
Hovering Reef 6? What about Hovering Reefs 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? I think I was just on one of those, so never mind. I just didn't get a quick travel point.
Look over there. Anybody else feeling curious?
Here would have been a really good spot to level classes if you were of level, which you probably aren't, so who gives a shit? A lot of blues, a lot of specials here. Yeah, there's another cave I found that was a lot like this. Holy shit, yeah, that would be particularly good. Yeah, if you were actually around level 35 when you got to this point in the story, this would have been a place to level classes. I do wonder if killing them will spawn something. Can't help but wonder. Hey, can you not? Thank you. Glad he listened. Effective. I have to act pretty quick if I want to get a launch instead of a daze. I guess I don't really care which one I get, to be fair, but if I have Supreme Sword up, I should be looking to get a launch more than anything. Probably going to be nothing here. Oh, a burst. Who even has burst on this team? I forgot. think it's what's it called? The Lone Exile. I think it's the special. Won't get a launch this time, so that'll have to do. Yeah, I know. Conquered. Cool. Doesn't matter. They're level 35. Don't need to tell me every time. Anyone feeling topply? Guess not. Well, the person who would be feeling topply right now is not. Well, they're kind of turned into a robot, so. No, I didn't bother with Scarlet Nexus. I took a look at it and I was like, it's probably all right, but I wasn't feeling my anime quota at the time. I was like, nah, you know what? It's too much anime for me. I have to have a present, like, tolerance for a degree of anime-ness. I actually also watched someone play, and some of the cutscenes kind of put me off. Like, the style of the cutscene they do. They do that, like, Tales of Arise style cutscene. Like, the comic book style, almost. And I was like, that was neat a couple of times, but I felt like, if I recall correctly, I saw quite a few of them in Scarlet Nexus. Dude, Bandai's really good at cranking out, like, mid-tier RPGs that sell well enough to keep making mid-tier RPGs that you don't necessarily put it in, like, your greatest category, but you're kind of like, yeah, I'll buy another. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll get the next one. Yeah, why not? That wasn't bad. Just, you know. Sure, maybe I'll get the next one. Maybe I'll get the next one. Palatable. Yes, they put out palatable RPGs. That is a very good way of putting it. You're not sickened with it. You don't hate it. But you're not, like, enthused about it. You're not like, oh my god, I need the sequel. It's like, Bandai RPGs are like good Taco Bell. That is an analogy, I suppose. Oh god, Scorpion's aggro, I think. Oh, maybe not these ones. I was aggroing Scorpions non-stop in the mines.
What's that?
5 burritos isn't enough. Knowing the fact that their burritos are like micro burritos. I need like 1 million if I was going to eat any of them. I can kill an entire case from Taco Bell because of how little food there is in each of their tacos and burritos. When you just get the like the generic ass ones, you know, like the spam the just spamming like all bean burritos and like the regular ass tacos that they sell en masse in those giant boxes. As you know, not a big fan of Taco Bell, but Mel sometimes brings those back and I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll have one. Never thrilled about it, but if I'm hungry, I'll be like, yeah, whatever. I keep meaning to buy a bottle of Coke to make a slushie. I keep meaning to do it. What do you mean? Layla likes Taco Bell. I'm the one who tells him that he doesn't have taste buds. Never forget. I was like, Layla, you live in Southern California. Some of the best Mexican food in the United States is here and like in Texas. And he's like, oh, I don't like Mexican food. I was like, what? He's like, I only like fake Mexican food. It's like, god damn it. At least he knows what he likes. God damn it. I was trying to peek over the edge because I saw there was a container. Wanted to see if it was down here. The answer was yes, thankfully, so I would have come back down anyway. But I was upset that I didn't even have the choice. It was made for me because of gravity. Next time I go to Taco Bell will be, I'm not going to Taco Bell. Make my own Tex-Mex or Mexican food.
Is this like a rare thing?
Take me up.
Time for a nice big
I just rather cook my own, you know? I can make so much better food than Taco Bell does.
Oh, that's a rare one. Time for a climb.
Dude, every time someone says they don't have the time to cook, but then they get in the car and drive 20 minutes to a Taco Bell and then 20 minutes back, it makes me lose my mind. Which is the case like half the time somebody says they don't have time. I can understand if you're like out at like work, you're like on lunch break, you're not gonna fucking cook a whole meal in that time. You could, but I wouldn't expect it. A lot of the time, it's not that people don't have time though. They just don't want to spend that time cooking. Yeah, they want the 20 minutes there, the 20 minutes back. Who's driving for? Dude, mad people.
Okay. Of course.
You know how many people do that? How often I've seen people have the choice between cooking and not cooking, and it's just like, I don't have the time. And it's like, no, you totally have the time. You just don't want to. Just be honest. Don't make excuses. Just be honest. You don't want to do it. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to do it. Where does this go? Is this a shortcut all the way back? I keep forgetting that you can just do that button combo. I also keep pressing I was pressing minus the whole fucking time. Yeah, okay, that just leads back. I just wanted to make sure before I did it. I'm gonna leave that. Yeah, Southern California. Yeah, LA. Everything you want is a 40-minute drive. Or a 40-minute walk. It's about the same speed.
So much to see, huh?
Well, you probably don't like the Southern California air, but you just like air. Probably don't specifically like that air.
How are we supposed to get there?
Would grocery buying add time? Not if you use HelloFresh, which you can get 16 free meals and 3 free gifts in your first 7 boxes by typing !HelloFresh and using the discount code POGSE1227 too. That takes all... What the heck is this thing doing? Takes all the grocery buying time out of the equation for you. It's huge. Listen, my HelloFresh deal is not from the UK. HelloFresh is in the UK, though. This thing, I've not been able to break it. Oh my god, I hate their resistance. Yeah, I could tell this thing would be pretty difficult at level. All it does is hump you and do the back roll and the kick up. Oh, it's got the burrow attack too. Talking to AoE, yeah, AoE break. It's got so much evasion. This is like the thing that you equip like dexterity accessories for. There you go, Jesus. I'm gonna die, by the way. I'm so about to be fucking destroyed by this thing. No way it's not pissed after everything I just did. How? You're gonna go off the edge, don't do it. Nope. How? I mean, I understand with the way the game works, but it still upsets me that what I just did doesn't actually work as a strat. I know he might, yeah, he was facing. Oh no, he might not have been. Waiting to see if anyone topples. I'm actually just gonna do this. It's only level 30 something, so I don't really care too much.
Do you think this plan might work? I just thought of a great idea.
I'll make this work.
Hi, Ivy.
I'm with you.
Get rid of lands. Pretty good damage for only 250%.
I figured out the puzzle. It's a really easy one. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Go for the ether defense down. Resist it, of course.
I'm with you.
Nice camera. Cool.
Check out what I've got in mind.
Yeah, it's got to be you. Yeah, I might be kind of screwed on this for the last one with this setup. Since this is Prime. I mean, it doesn't matter because it's an overkill and it's not a high level, but
Any last words?
don't worry, it's just a casual like 300,000. Oh, well, I mean, that'll do the trick. Never mind. I might as well throw that in there because I think I'm screwed if I don't. His is like one of the best ones anyway. Grand design. By the way, don't forget, if you're ever on your last one, or you're in a case specifically like this, that I can just spam all of my non-heroed healers before doing this. Bravo.
Won't let victory slip away. No flaws in this practice.
Here you go.
This is the power with which we fight.
Ouroboros.
We sure showed him.
Yeah, I just wanted to put that thing in the ground. Don't mind me, just coming through.
annihilation thing ain't happening.
I couldn't begin to guess, but I'd say the castle has something to do with it.
Yes. That is a good guess.
Use this spot to
You
rest.
understand this?
Always nice to see a new face.
I should actually go see if I can give
You know,
Shill
it's
Shill,
got
or
like
how what
regular breaks.
giving these to Shill Shill will do. $52 golden beetroots, huh? 3 quad wings indulgence. Look at that. I could go up to 3 there. Oh, wow. I just need fresh Armu milk. I haven't really seen Armus in a while. Oh, this is just the HP one, so it's not going to matter as much. Auto attack interval. Oh, yeah. Where am I at with analyze weakness? I actually have all those. I only have a few of these. Arachno pincers, sharp hawks. Power of debuffs. Wow, the 6 is pretty far along. Even the 9 is pretty far along. Ori's horns. Okay. It's just flat attack. Boy, do I want the agility ones. What about the dexterity ones? I feel like I might need this. It's not too bad. The Autil's clam breaking stone is like the rarest thing there. I'm gonna make this.
Pretty good, right?
I think we'll find this useful.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. That should have been obvious from what I was doing. Block rate. Alright, now. Do I have... Marbled Cormu meat. Just keep an eye out for Cormus then, because I really do need the aggro generation. I really want higher tiers of this one. If only gold coins were more common. Like, I can make the tier 6 one, but honestly, it's not really worth it yet. You know, you said Gatorades. I thought you said grenades. But thinking about your stomach, maybe that's not what the grenades were.
I'm all refreshed and ready to take on.
It sounds like his stomach is the grenade. You can take your time with this one. Yeah, this is where I went through the dungeon to get to him, I think. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot about that, too. Yeah, I guess I can't take it back. Yeah, because he was, Where was it? It was... You went from, this is Colony 4. Yeah, you went south up there. Yeah, he was right here, I think, at the coin exchange. Oh, no. Shill Shill was earlier than this, I think. Let me go check. I wouldn't drink Gatorade to mellow out my stomach. I would drink a sugar-free ginger ale. But, you know what? Sometimes the thing you need isn't necessarily what sounds like it makes the most sense. It's, yeah, this is Seek. It's,
What you got?
it's what your mind needs the most. Increases TP. Wow, that's pretty sweet. I have a brute memory. And I have a memory locket. Start of chain attack increases TP by 10. That's very specific, but given how powerful chain attacks are. Yeah, he's the first Piranhas. That's where I was headed next. Use this one, right? Is it this? No. This is too far down. Here it is. Should be... Well, actually, wait. No, this is where that is. So it would be here. There we go. Hold on. Oh, shill. Okay, no. So you need all of them before you can even come back. Hence why it says to take your time. Yeah, I always remember where this one is because it's not far from the first giant monkey you run into. Who's not Rotbart, mind you. AKA, game fucked it all up.
I'm just gonna lie
Unforgivable.
here and you can't stop me. About that thing.
Glowing radishes, cool. Glitter radishes, good time. Gotta boil them for a few hours, have a good time. Also ground zero for the dreaded class tutorial, yes.
Where to from here?
Hey, I get my HelloFresh manana, Oira, every Tuesday.
There it is. Black fog, too. Few enough numbers to sneak around.
Is Colony 4 gonna be safe, do you think? They should be okay. We haven't seen the light for a while. I think that's a good sign.
Let's move. The fact that we killed consuls must be old news at this point.
Interesting.
Could have made examples of a few people by now.
They ain't expecting us to sneak aboard, though. We've got them with their pants down. Let's get in there, mess them up, get out. Bish bash bosh.
Actually, they may have already anticipated our moves.
Nah, mate.
Okay.
Come on,
That
mate.
later.
Think about it. How would they have known where we'd be?
Yeah, we got something this week,
Can't be
Sly.
a coincidence. I mean, sure, it could have been intuition.
Uh,
on our part,
We'll talk about
but
it
we have to
later,
be realistic.
which should tell you all you need to know. But we
You
got the
wanna
live
turn
letter
back?
this week.
No, we'll go. We can't turn back now. We can't allow their
Yeah,
deaths
live
to
letter's
have
on
been in vain.
Friday, Sly.
So you would entertain the risk?
It does sound bad.
It worked.
You know, I think I kind of like it.
It shouldn't. Well, actually, you said you tried to use it and it did. I'll wait to see it work up here. Although I guess you'd have to use the link also. Maybe the code worked, but not on that link because that link is US. I don't know. Interesting. It's an odd workaround, but unless it pops up here, I'm not sure 100% how it works. Hey, but if it worked for you, that's what matters most. Because this number going up indicates that it's actually like worked. But if you got the discount, that's all that matters.
And then here and...
Digital event for Sunbreak. Yeah, I mean, the Sunbreak update's probably the same day as Dio Field and my Octopath stream.
Something so valuable here.
Yeah, everyone's been saying the rumor is the 10th for Lucent, Nargacuga, and other thing. That'll probably be this week. I mean, it will be this week. If there's a digital event, there's no doubt that Lucent is probably Wednesday. Wednesday is also a big day for, them. Well, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. Yeah, and Seething Bezel. The day they... What day are they doing the event? Are they doing it tomorrow? Yeah, listen. As long as you got a discount, that's all that works. That's all that matters to me. Tomorrow? Okay, so they're probably tomorrow night. And then Wednesday, yeah. So if the thing is tomorrow morning, that means that tomorrow night they're probably doing Lucent and Seething. You know how they do, you know, it's like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Pacific. Kind of deal is how they usually do it, so yeah. I might not get to play that until Thursday, if at all. We'll see, because I have Octopath on Wednesday. Diofield also on Wednesday. So, and then I'll play that Thursday, and then Friday's live letter.
Noah. There's a whole
So we'll
bunch of
see.
containers here.
A welcome gift for easy sneakings.
Let's go over this again. First, we get to those containers without being spotted.
Remedy says the later chapters might.
Anyone spots us,
Like,
ninjas.
Arc 2 and 3.
Take them
Currently,
out
it's only on
quickly
Arc 1,
and
though.
silently.
Once we're inside, we pick the right opportunity to proceed through the hangar.
Because it's a
Our
prequel,
goal is here.
above all
The
else.
maintenance hatch that leads outside.
From there, we head to outer deck.
Right. Enemy presence should be lower around there. Then we move to the main housing.
Assuming we get there, how do we trash it?
I can brief you on the next steps. After analyzing the data we got from Boliaris, I discovered a flaw in the Annihilator's construction.
A weak point?
Actually gonna do
Indeed.
this.
Here. The weapon is designed to temporarily render the black fog inactive, condense and collect it, then release it in one blast. Our best bet is to destroy the neutralizer assembly from which it draws its power.
Okay.
It's located in the castle interior. Getting there will be no joke. Once there, we'll need to damage the autobalancer in the barrel's housing. Most likely, it was built in a hurry. The movable barrel is affixed to this outer ring that you see here. The
Okay.
ring isn't strong enough to take the barrel's weight or absorb the recoil. That's why the autobalancer was added after construction, as an afterthought.
So what? We've just got to smash that thing to pieces.
Smash it, and the entire ring begins to fall apart, and the barrel collapses under its own weight.
How strong is the autobalancer? Not too sturdy.
Nothing Ouroboros can't handle.
True. We have a
So,
sword,
what's
don't
this
forget.
That is a refrigeration unit. The barrel needs vast amounts of energy. It would have to be kept cool at all times to keep the energy in check.
I'm surprised it's so huge.
Seems that was built quickly too. It's got both bulk and heft to it. They probably couldn't have made it any smaller.
A rush job, huh?
Okay then. We all good to go?
Yeah. No more taking it easy. Let's make this happen.
Sure.